tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Sliding out of the pocket. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Goff. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Goff now to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First and goal from the 6. The option right, it's Jones. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Giants 7, Commanders 0.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second down, Howell back to pass. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Howell out of the shotgun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
With it is Jackson. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return,
and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
43-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
2nd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Fighting to stay upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Commanders 0.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Gone. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Hook up a 15 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. This is taken at the 15. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now throwing on 1st down here.
And a dump off here to Robinson. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. And some strong running.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Gano's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards there on a Washington first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a 2nd and 2. Now Howell. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Howell now to throw it. That is caught. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. 2nd and 7 from the 20. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the 1st half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Now it's gone. Got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
On 1st down, it's gone. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. That's complete to Slayton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He can't get him down. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's good for Washington. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. On the return, Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had no man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And it's fielded at the 34. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And Howe will throw it.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now try to pick it up on 3rd. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley down to the 25.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They called out a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down and move it closer. Goff now to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Complete, it's Dotson. Room here to run. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 28-yard line. That was good for 37 yards.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Howell.
And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. His 7th touchdown on the ground and 9th overall. And the Commanders put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. There they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Campbell. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here comes 2nd down.
2 for 1, 2 for 1. Okay.
Now Goff. He fights him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Barkley inside handoff. There he goes
goes left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Gano the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd down. Here's Howell. He's got McLaurin. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9. And compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Powell to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Goff now to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play